So I was just downtown with my some of my friends. We were just drinking, and a crowd of people happened to be in the area. We were over kind of by the ATMs, and I guess some of the group, I don't know who, decided to rob somebody, and being a felon and all that on DOC, I'm not going to stay in an area that happens. So I took off, and I ended up getting arrested in the group and charged.
Yeah, and that's why we're here trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
My next question was, I know the charges here, your first degree robbery. Do you think you deserve that?
No, I wasn't a part of it like that. I literally just bad circumstances, bad timing.
And so I know in the court documents I saw the group. They said people um, six guys surrounded the car where they pepper sprayed, stole. You're saying you weren't part of that group,
No.
and then as you just ran away because you did not want to be involved. Is that right?
Yeah. And I happened to run with some of the dudes that were, I guess, in that group. So I got picked up on that because the cops were in Riverfront where I got arrested.
You were out of Riverfront. Did a park ranger or police?
Police.
Um, how did they approach you? What did they do?
They just hopped out of the cars and basically started grabbing us. They were telling us to get on the ground. That
Did you say I didn't do that?
I was like, I'm just walking through here. Like I don't know what that bullshit was that way, and they didn't want to hear my story.
Um, so it sounds as though for you, you're just part of that group downtown near Riverfront, and then when you saw this robbery happening, you wanted to get away from it because you didn't want to get involved, and then you ended up in the circumstance you are now. Um, how has it been the last 36 hours?
It sucks knowing that I wasn't a part of it like that, and just because I was in that group, I'm portrayed as.
Do you you don't think police or the court is justified holding you here?
No. I the downtown police department doesn't like me anyways. I'm gonna be real. I've been arrested multiple times down there for a lot of stupid stuff, but I wasn't out there doing that. I might have not been doing good with my PO and all that, but that's a different story. That doesn't mean I'm out here doing all that, like robbing people or any of that. I just was in a bad spot, bad timing.
And as we're here talking about this story, just wondering your perspective, and thank you for telling that. If you don't mind me asking, how many times have you been arrested before?
Um, I got out of prison literally 2 months ago for intimidating a witness. Um, I've since been out. I've only been arrested like twice for DOC warrants for not checking in with my PO. I've been only arrested like a few handful of times.
Would you say you would never rob someone?
I wouldn't rob someone necessarily. Like if someone took something from me, I'll take it back, and I guess that could be portrayed as robbing somebody.
But in terms of this,
I'm not gonna go out looking for random people to just steal their shit.
did you know the people?
No,
You didn't even know the people that surrounded this car and robbed. So to part of that same group, what are your thoughts now? What are your
I don't know. I'm just focused on fighting this case and not going back to prison for something I didn't do.
do you have a lawyer right now?
Public defender.
What process did they tell you when might be able to
I haven't even talked with my public defender yet. I've only had one. I had my arraignment basically where they set bail for the robbery.
Are you gonna post that bail soon, or have you had a chance to talk with the other people that got arrested with you?
No.
So you just been in there, not able to see them or talk to them. Yeah, I know according to court, there was a witness, I think, pointing out the people who were trying to rob her car. Did she point you out as well?
I know at one point they had me step out of the vehicle, obviously for a witness to ID me, and then they just put me back in the squad car, and I was brought here.
I know the court document, she said she identified everyone who's in jail now, but do you think she just misidentified you, right?
Yeah, because like it says literally that someone bear maced them. My question is, how are you gonna get bear maced and be able to be like, oh yeah, that's the person?
How would she even know these people around the car?
Yeah, because I remember when they all did their thing and I ran or started walking off, I remember hearing people yelling they couldn't see. So that's mine. It's is it just because of how I looked? I had a ski mask on, but is it just that scenario oh yeah, he looks like someone who would be out here robbing people?
Why were you wearing a ski mask?
I have people on the outs who don't like me, and I'm not trying to get shot or stabbed downtown.
When they were robbing, where were you? Were you at a bar or were you?
I was drinking by that bank area.
And then when your first inclination of seeing commotion, you did not want to be near that area. That's why you ran.
Yeah, I was grabbing my stuff to walk off, and then as I was walking off, some of that group, I guess, started running with me.
So Thursday evening, we're hanging out with our two friends, actually three. So it's three girls. They're 17, turning 18 soon. Pretty much driving them. I have a car, so normally I would drive them home, but my car just started overheating, so we were gonna take the bus. Taking the bus with them, that popped off a whole, I guess, robbery. And me and Chase Wilson, that's my brother, we're literally cellies on the outside. I'm on probation, trying to stay out of it. He's just got out of it too, so that's where we have a mutual connection of trying to stay out of trouble. That happened, we tried to be a good Samaritan and pull them off, and they immediately grouped us with that, and so that's where they came and they pulled us over at Riverfront. And because I have probation and I just checked in with my probation officer that day, I'm not trying to have any police contact, so I immediately bolted, and that's where they're pissed off that I bolted and trying to hit me with everything they can, which is rob in the first degree and evading arrest, obstruction of justice, which, like I said, it's all news to me, being a robbery, that there was an ATM, that there was a whole pepper spray. I showed them my hands. I was like, I'm not violent. Again, I'm checking with my PO. I have a job. There's really no reason why I should be in here other than me being the only black person that was there. And so that's where I was memorable. I did have a red LA hat. So that's where in a lineup you could easily be like, oh, that's probably the guy. But other than that, again, you talk to the majority of my people, they know who I am, and I'm trying to stay out of trouble. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and I'm hoping that my witnesses could come through and help me out, because I told them I was in jail with my phone. They're like, why are you in jail? Don't know.
So just to run through again, you came to Riverfront, you were driving your friends.
Yeah, we came off of 9th Ave is where I park my car and where I can lay my head. So it's not somewhere I can stay, but I can lay my head here and there periodically. My car started overheating, so we went to Riverfront to just hang out for a bit, and then we were gonna take them to the bus stop, and that's when that whole altercation popped off. Again, we thought it was just an altercation and people fighting and trying to get them off. And like I said, that's just literally from my account and with Chase Wilson, because we were with the girls, like I said. Other than that, have no clue what beef was going on, ensuing, who owed who, don't know.
Did you see the robbery happen?
The what?
Did you see the robbery happen?
No, like I said, it was just, I thought it was an altercation, so I guess so, possibly, but other than that, I didn't see an exchange of monetary funds. Like I said, I didn't see from the ATM that they said. I just seen what happened in the car and a lady screaming, and that's where, again, I try to get that whole, both parties away and go about our day.
Because then people who are allegedly the people who committed the robbery are running into Riverfront Park.
But
How did you get caught up in that group?
like I said, as soon as that happened, we pulled them off and we just tried to get out the vicinity because, like I said, I'm the only black person there. Didn't want 2 and 2 to happen, which again, that's what happened. Allegedly, we ended up going with them. And again, I don't even know those people. I just know Chase and Izzy and Emma. Izzy, Emma, and Kay. So those are the 4 people that I was with. Everybody else, my co-defendants, really shouldn't be co-defendants because I don't know who they are.
When you were at Riverfront Park, was it a police officer that pulled you up, that arrested you? How did you get arrested?
So we were walking down the bridge across the dam, and that's when we seen them come up. The girls had told us, and from there we're like, damn, all right, cool. So like I said, trying to separate from that group because it had nothing to do. Already knowing how when they came up on me, when they came up, they're already targeting me, and I already knew that. So that's exactly why again I bolted. I checked in with my PO. I'm not supposed to have any police contact, and if I do, I'm supposed to tell him. So that's another reason why, like.
That's the reason why you were running away?
Yes, literally the only reason why. I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything. Hence why I say I didn't do anything and I didn't do nothing like most people do. Oh, I didn't do nothing. I'm not guilty. I have no guilty conscience. I can literally the victim in the face and be like, did I do anything to you? And they'll say no. They just probably, like I said, see me in the vicinity and would like to say that I had something to do with it, but other than that, it's all hearsay and speculation.
Did you go into the lineup, or did the witness just point you out?
Pointed me out when I got arrested with the actual alleged suspect. So that's kind of where, like I said, didn't even know who the alleged suspect was, and the only person I know is Chase Wilson.
Because I think Kay said he was just in that area and he ran away.
Right.
And then when you were getting arrested, what was going through your mind?
I didn't do anything, and I hope I can beat this and get out. I was hoping that they were gonna PR me so I could go back to work because again, I missed like 2 days for work for probation because I have to check. I just got out of prison in December from Tri-Cities originally. First time being in Spokane. Like I said, just being productive and trying to stay out of stuff. And even Chase Wilson could tell you that I tell him all the time, just check in with your PO, do good. You know, it's better to get that out the way because if not, they're just gonna prolong it. So.
And how's it been the last 36 hours? Have you talked to your public defender yet?
I've talked to my public defender, not so much willing to fight for me or assert dominance with the DA because the DA is trying to vindictively prosecute me, which I've experienced already the first time I went to prison. So now moving forward, I'm kind of trying to assert dominance and let them know, hey, I had nothing to do with it. These are my witnesses. Let me go so I can make money because you're just wasting my time.
Did you have a bond?
Yeah, my bond's $25,000. So at first they wanted $50,000, so I was able to drop it to $2,500. But still, I don't have that money. So.
Asking how many times have you been arrested before?
Before, this would be like probably the 4th or 5th time. The first time was with my BM. That was baby mama drama. Had to do a 15-month bid in prison for that, and it was a protection order violation. The only thing I can say I'm guilty of is trying to be a father in my son's life, because if not, I would have had the $1,500 to bail out and beat it outside. And so that was my first time going down. After that, dealing with her, it was like 2-3 times I went to jail because of her. And then this would, like I said, be the 4th or 5th time. But that's where they look at the record and they're like, oh yeah, you're violent, this and that, which again, not even the case.
Would you say you would ever rob someone?
Would I say I would ever rob somebody? No. Again, with me having the conditions that I have, money, working, a job, money and a job, there's no reason for me to rob nobody. It's broad daylight. I'm very a noticeable person on top of, the only thing that I would say, and again, you could quote me on this, if I'm hungry or actually need something, you know, like, yeah, hungry, that's about it. Like, that's the only valid excuse for robbing somebody, and even as establishment. So it's not like, again, I can see myself taking somebody's hard-earned money because I know what it's like. You know, once you work hard for something, nobody can take that away from you.
While you've been here the last 2 days, have you been frustrated? What's going through your mind?
Well, it's definitely I've been frustrated. Like I said, I'm just trying to give thanks for being alive and that it wasn't the case where I'm guilty and that I actually did rob somebody. That, like I said, the best I can do is wait it out and give thanks to a higher power and hope that it all works out in my favor. That's it.
And your friends, there's witnesses you're going to be calling on, is that right?
Hoping so, yeah. If possible, like I said, I had their numbers. Would you like to take them?
No, that's okay.
For sure.
And then, so this whole circumstance, did you ever imagine you would be in this situation?
Exactly why I don't go downtown. You could ask everybody there. I'm usually in my car and away from all this. And I'd say this is probably the second or third time I've witnessed something like this happening around those people again that I don't know their names. I just hang out with Chase and me have a mutual relationship because we both went to the same prison. So again, coming out, we try to be each other's brothers and keep each other out of trouble.
You said you were the only person of color that's been arrested because of this. Do you think you're saying that that's the reason why you're in here?
Most definitely. Because like I said, if they were to look at footage, they wouldn't see nothing but me pulling somebody off, like pulling people off of them and then just leaving the vicinity. I have no monetary gain from it. I have no physical altercation with nobody. Like I said, I was trying to be a good Samaritan, and it's what happens. And exactly why people tend not to, mind their own business and let things happen because,
When were you trying to pull people off? What was happening there?
like I said, it was probably like 5 minutes in already. Like they're already in, screaming, yelling, pulling people out. Pepper spray's already there.
You were in the area where the robbery was happening.
Like within 100 feet.
But then you ran away. But then
I was within 100 feet in front of Riverfront. I guess the ATM was right there. The car's right here. So I hear a lot of things going on. Like I said, it's supposed to be a group that I'm in. I don't know who these people are. But because of that, I'm automatically thinking it's a fight. And so as soon as I go run there, I see pepper spray, I see all this shit happening, and I literally try to break them up. That's about it. And then after we break everybody up and stuff, that's around the time where everybody's like, yeah, let's get out of here. Again, same with me, only because I'm not trying to be accused of that. Like I said, just trying not to have people get hurt and whatever the hell was happening.
Do you know the two other people that got arrested? You don't even know them?
No. Chase Wilson is the only person that I know. Like I said, I don't even know why they're co-defendants with me. And it kind of does scare me where it makes me think that they're going to reverse it on me and be like, oh yeah, he did it. Because again, it's easier.
Did you see the two people that got arrested? The other two people that got arrested, did you see them doing the robbery?
Like I said, when I got there, it was pretty much me breaking it up. So as far as that, it was like a quick glimpse that I may be able to, but just doing time and all that, I'm not really,